first senior is from Perry Hall, Maryland. Defensive back number 3, Jeremiah Douglas. Jeremiah is escorted tonight by his mother Yam and father Paul. Jeremiah is committed to Columbia University. Our next senior from Columbia, South Carolina, quarterback number 4, Jaden Bradford. Jaden is escorted tonight by his mother Brandy and father Darren. Jaden is committed to Liberty University. From Franklin, Georgia, tight end number 9, Jonathan Eccles. Jonathan is escorted tonight by mother Elaine, father Vincent, and brother Nigel. Jonathan is committed to the University of Tennessee. From Fredericksburg, Virginia, wide receiver number 10, Jure Hawkins. Jure is escorted tonight by his mother Sierra and father Jure. Jure is committed to the University of Florida. From Atlanta, Georgia, quarterback number 12, Dominic Mazzoni Jr. Dominic is escorted tonight by his mother Denise and father Don. Dominic is committed to the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. From New Haven, Connecticut, defensive back number 12, Ellis Robinson IV. Ellis is escorted tonight by his mother Nicole and father Ellis. Ellis is committed to the University of Georgia. A senior defensive back number 20, Noah Francis. Noah is undecided at this time, but currently has several options. Our next senior is number 22, Jarek Gibson. Jarek is escorted tonight by his father, Victor. And in another year from now, it'll be hook 'em horn. Jarek is going to Texas. From Fort Worth, Texas, defensive back number 23, Jordan Johnson Rebel. Jordan is escorted tonight by his mother, Nakia, and sister, Simone. Jordan is committed to the University of Texas at Austin. From Oakland, California, defensive back number 24, Caden Wicks. Caden is escorted tonight by his mother, Carla, father, Tony, brother, Colin, sister, Kendall, and grandmothers, Gwendolyn and Eleanor. From Charleston, South Carolina, running back number 26, Isaac Ship. Isaac is escorted tonight by his father, Dennis. Isaac is currently undecided. From Grove, Oklahoma, punter number 29, Patrick Haynes. Patrick is escorted tonight by his mother, Sylvie. Patrick is undecided, but he can kick a football anywhere. From Bel Air Bluffs, Florida, linebacker number 30, Drake Saltarelli. Drake is escorted tonight by his parents, Dania and Doug. Drake is undecided at this time. From Warrenton, Virginia, defensive lineman number 34, Connor Adair. Connor is escorted tonight by his mother, Cherie, and father, Brian. Connor is committed to the University of North Carolina, Charlotte. From St. Mary's, Georgia, long snapper number 50, Wyatt Rubinoff. Wyatt is escorted tonight by his father, Bradford, mother, and grandma. From Heath, Texas, offensive lineman number 56, Cashton Cleveland. Cash is escorted tonight by his mother, Lindy, father, Coy, stepmom, Angel, and brothers Cutter and Gage. Cash is undecided at this time. From Brownsburg, Indiana, offensive lineman number 58, Santana Olo. Santana is escorted tonight by his mother, Rita, and Santana is committed to Georgia Tech. From Indianapolis, Indiana, defensive lineman number 65, Jaden Jackson. Jaden is escorted tonight by his mother, Alberta, brother, Waylon, sister, Nolani, and nephew, Maoloa. Jaden is committed to the University of Oklahoma. From Hatfield, Pennsylvania, offensive lineman number 72, Evan Shaw. Evan is escorted tonight by his mother, Nicole, father, Brian, and sister, Taylor. From Ridgeland, Mississippi, offensive lineman number 74, Timothy Lewis. Timothy is escorted tonight by Coach Grimes. Maryland, offensive lineman number 77, Jordan Seaton. Jordan is escorted tonight by his uncle, Khalil Johnson. From Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, defensive lineman number 90, David Stone. David is escorted tonight by his mother, Alika. He is committed to the University of Oklahoma. Whoa, Nelly. And last but not least, from Little Rock, Arkansas, defensive lineman number 99, TJ Lindsay. TJ is escorted tonight by his mother, Jackie, and father, Amos. TJ is committed to Auburn University. SEC will be loaded next year. your families and friends, thank you for being with us tonight and making this a very special night for your senior athletes. At this time, please exit the field to the northeast corner where you enter. Enjoy tonight's game. Ladies
Have you ever thought about why you're here? Now think about if you stayed where you were. Praise will always imply a reference to a higher standard.
IMG Academy in
IMG Academy
Bradenton, Florida.
was
They've got
one of the most
D1 players all over
revered
the
and
place.
at times resented programs in the country.
Commitment, sacrifice, hard work. You hear that a lot. The difference lies in all the things that have created and maintained that standard. You could be the man somewhere else. When you come here, it's bigger than you. There is history here.
Here is Senders, undefeated.
And one thing we never do is let down the man next to us or the ones that came before us.
Breaking the record for most picks by a high school.
This is a place where character is built and drive is developed. But your time here is limited. When you earn the right to be here, it's bigger than football. Protect that right. Protect the brotherhood.
It is senior night here at IMG Academy as the Ascenders have one final tune-up before the big finale against St. Francis in 2 weeks. Tonight's opponent, the St. Thomas More Chancellors out of Oakdale, Connecticut. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan Sudol back with you as IMG National Ascenders look to stay perfect on this 2023 season. They welcome in St. Thomas More, a team that has played here at IMG Academy a few times in the past. If you look at their max preps, it's a little deceptive. They have only played 2 high schools. They typically play more of a junior college prep school schedule, as seems to be the trend with some of these other academies not named to IMG. So, again, with 2 wins on the year, their 2 high school opponents, though, coming as losses, one of which St. Francis losing back in September by a score of 39-0. So if you wanted to play the transitive property to see how IMG might perform against St. Francis, we'll see how they do against the Chancellors of St. Thomas More tonight. Again, it is senior night. We will have time to honor all of the seniors as we did pregame. Your captains for the Ascenders tonight, juniors Nathaniel Owusu-Boateng and Gavin Nix. And the kick will have an opportunity to be returned. Dashing out past the 30 and then finally brought down. And Jeray Hawkins, who got the scoring started for IMG's national team last time. They took the field here in Bradenton, Florida. Jeray out of Fredericksburg, Virginia. Mother Sierra and Father Durer were here tonight. And Durer, future Florida Gator. The future is bright up in Gainesville. Leading the Ascenders out onto the field, Jaden Bradford, committed to play at Liberty. Jaden out of Columbia, South Carolina. He will be draped with Anthony Rogers and Jarrett Gibson on his hips. They'll send Jonathan Eccles in motion. 1st and 10 from the 45. The hand is to Rogers, and he will bust up to midfield. And they'll actually spot the ball at the 49, so a gain of 4 for Rogers. Bradford has 3 receivers to his right. Again, Gibson on his left hip. He's going to go to the air. Fires in and out of the hands as Jeray Hawkins was looking upfield before he was able to secure the football. Incomplete pass will bring up 3rd and 6. Also in action tonight, the IMG varsity white team. They are taking on Sarasota High School for the first time. Head coach Josh Phillips used to be a color commentator on the IMG Academy football broadcasts. So we'll give you updates on that game periodically as well. Now Bradford drops, looking down the field, and this one is caught. Donovan Alubade. And Alubade will keep the drive alive. We'll bring the ball up to the St. Thomas More. I believe it's the 42. 9 yards on the reception. Now the receivers bunched in tight. Gibson's going to run up the middle. And a short gain for Jarrett Gibson. Credit him with 1 yard, 2nd and 9, ball at the 41 of the Chancellors. Bradford takes the snap, play action, now looking deep down the field and just out of the reach of the intended receiver. That was Adonis Moisey. And the incomplete pass will bring up another 3rd down situation for the Ascenders. Nice crowd here for senior night, as again the national and international parents making the trip out to Bradenton. 3rd and 9. Bradford takes the snap, has plenty of time to throw. Firing deep for the end zone, has a wide open Jarrett Gibson, touchdown! Running back turned wide receiver, and 6 quick points for the Ascenders. And there is Jarrett Gibson, the future Texas commit. Now for the point after, snap back, the hold is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Joe Collins, the junior, tacks on one more. So with a little over 10 minutes left in the first quarter, IMG jumps out to a early 7-0 lead on the 41-yard strike from Bradford to Gibson. You are watching IMG Academy football. For athletes who move the game forward, we're creating the fuel to get you there. Tested in the lab, proven on the field. Gatorade Thirst Quencher, the proven sports fuel. And a very efficient drive. Saw third down twice. That kick booted out of the end zone, but on 3rd and 9 from the Chancellor 41, Jaden Bradford just finding Jared Gibson in stride, yards behind that last defender. So this will be 1st and 10 for the Chancellors from their own 20-yard line. And we'll see how this very stout IMG Academy defense does against a sizable line. Send a man in motion is Jaden Copening. They'll fire this one, and it's tipped and almost intercepted. Ellis Robinson, the 4th, getting a hand to it after it sails through the intended target's hands. Just the quick throw from Will Perry. And that would have been trouble if Robinson was able to bring that in. Ellis Robinson, again, one of the top players on that ESPN 300. Committed to play at the University of Georgia. Who, rumor has it, is pretty good at the sport of football. 2nd and 10. Snap is high. They're going to try to run this up the middle. Now bouncing outside and trying to jump is Jaden Copening. Again, hurdling a player is not legal at the high school level. It is in college, so St. Thomas More is going to have to be careful if they want to try to make some of those overly athletic plays. And David Stone was wearing number 14 in warm-ups. Look like he's back in his traditional number 90. Now Perry takes the snap. 3rd and long, finds his receiver. Can't get out of the grasp of Caden Wicks. And it's not going to be enough for the 1st down, but on 4th and about 5, they will bring out the punting unit. Snap gets back. Punt is off, and it is off his foot. Not going to be a good net gain on the punt. Looks like he was just mishit a little bit. And a short field. And just about a minute coming off of the clock of that drive. And 1st and 10, the Ascenders will have the ball from the 36. Here you see Alubade splitting out wide to the left. Eccles, Hawkin, and Moisey bunched up tight to the right. Bradford play action, steps up. He's got to get rid of it, and down he'll go. And you can hear the St. Thomas More sideline pumped up as Bradford was not able to get rid of it. He will gain a yard on the play. And bring up 2nd and 9. Now to Bradford's right will be Alubade, Moisey, and Jeray Hawkins. Now the snap. The hand to Gibson. Driving those legs forward. Can't get through in between the tackles. And no gain. We'll bring up 3rd and 9. Last time the Ascenders saw 3rd and 9, it was that 41-yard touchdown pass from Jaden Bradford to Jarrett Gibson. Now 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Gibson on the right hip of Jaden Bradford. Shotgun snap. Bradford's going to keep it himself. He's got some space. Gets a little help, and he's going to fall forward. Gets enough for the first down. And you saw a designed little QB delay there, and Bradford losing his balance and is able to stretch for about another 5 yards at the end of the play. Picks up 13 on it. Now Bradford takes the snap. The hand to Gibson, who's got space to his left. He's up to the 15. Takes a hit at the 10. And knocked out of bounds. But good enough for the first down. And it will be 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Seven minutes remaining in this first quarter. Now Bradford takes the snap, fakes to Gibson, and now the little pitch on the end around up to the 10, the 5, and then into the end zone. Touchdown! And it's not often we see the trickeration, but Jeray Hawkins on the fake to Gibson comes around and scampers into the end zone for a 10-yard touchdown. Collins on for the point after. The snap is back. The hold is down. The kick is up. And the kick is good with 6:49 remaining. And it actually looked like it went wide. Again, from our angle, we'll take a look at the run again from Jeray Hawkins. And just getting inside the pylon, 10 yards. So the Ascenders will miss the extra point. It's 13-0 IMG leads St. Thomas More. You're watching IMG Academy football. Kane gets a leg into the kickoff, and this will sail into the end zone and out for a touchback. Therabody is proud to be an official recovery partner of IMG Academy. Therabody offers an ecosystem of percussive therapy and pneumatic compression products and solutions that help our student athletes perform better, recover faster, and manage pain. IMG making quick work on their second drive, only taking about a little over 2 minutes off the clock, taking a 2-score lead. And Will Perry will try to advance the Chancellors and try to erase this deficit. Now the snap. Perry drops. Just a nice little slip screen to the far side, still on his feet, and brought down out of bounds. I believe that was the tight end, 88, Ashton Traver. Actually, that was Kyan Simonson, the running back, with a very nice one-handed grab. Now a first down for St. Thomas More. Ball at the Chancellor's 33-yard line. Now the snap is high, gets to Perry. The play is broken up and then somehow gets to Jordan Houston, who will run out of bounds. That was very close to being taken away from the Ascenders. Excellent adjustment by Will Perry mid-play to, again, make sure that that ball was secure. Jaden Copening will sub back in as a wide receiver. Snap coming, little sidearm delivery. That ball gets to Jordan Houston, and it's complete. And another first down, so St. Thomas More finding some consistency on offense here in the first quarter. And now they just lob one up, and there's going to be a defensive pass interference. I believe the contact was within the first 5 yards. Should have been legal, but just holding up the receiver. We'll see what the official call is. And that is what it is. So the ball to the Ascender 41. This is the first play in Ascender territory since the third play of the game. And this will be the first hydration break with 5:40 remaining in the first quarter. You're watching IMG Academy football.
Like Mike, if I could be like Mike.
You want to be like the greats? First, believe you are. Greatness requires drip, not like that, like this. The greats aren't afraid to fail. They're fueled by it. Trophies require greatness, but greatness doesn't require trophies, because greatness isn't about what you've done, it's about what you do next.
And we break the water break. St. Thomas More still up in the huddle. Beautiful night here in Bradenton, the mid-70s, although there is a pretty strong wind gust coming from east to west, basically from the far sideline to the near sideline, gusts up to 23 miles an hour. Now Perry takes the snap. Pressure coming on the edges, and he is going to go down back in Chancellor territory. Who else but big bad Jaden Jackson? Second and 19, and Jaden Jackson just an absolute force on that defensive line for the Ascenders. And Oklahoma Sooner fans are going to love seeing him in the trenches next year. Now the snap to Perry. Pressure coming. This one knocked up at the line of scrimmage, incomplete. Believe David Stone may have gotten a hand to that. And that'll bring up third and long. Stone also a future Sooner. And that is a defensive line that teams are going to fear for at least the next 4 years. Third down, 19 yards to go. Ball sits at midfield. Perry awaits the snap. They'll fire this one. It is caught by Kyan Simonson. He's not going to get enough for the first down, but kind of in a little borderline spot here. Definitely too far for a field goal, but I guess not too close to punt it. And this will be Makoto Uchikawa, listed on the roster as a running back, but will do some punting duties as well. 2 men back for the Ascenders. Snap is high. Uchikawa gets it. This time a much better boot than his first attempt. Takes a nice bounce, and then it is fielded dangerously by Ellis Robinson, but I guess he saw the Chancellors kind of backing off the ball and thought he might take a chance at it. So 1st and 10 for IMG Academy. Great job by the gunner, Freddie Borky, to make sure that Ellis Robinson did not spring loose. He is very dangerous in open space. 1st and 10, ball at the Ascender 11-yard line. Finding an open receiver is Jaden Bradford and finds Eccles. Good enough for the 1st down. Jonathan Eccles out of Franklin, Georgia, the tight end. Mother Elaine and father Vincent and brother Nigel all in attendance tonight. And Jonathan will be playing his football next year in Knoxville at the University of Tennessee. And Anthony Rogers, the junior, and committed to play at Alabama again. Currently 80 IMG Academy alums on Power 5 rosters, adding about another 20 with this year's team. Bradford drops, fires, has Eccles. Eccles goes out and grabs it, still on his feet. Progress is stopped just shy of the 1st down marker, but a little bit behind him. He was able, though, to bring that in decisively. Just absolutely phenomenal hands for the tight end. Just watch him go up and grab that one out of the air before getting wrapped up by Keith Williams Jr. IMG has been perfect on 3rd down so far. This is 3rd and 2. Trips bunch to the left, 1 receiver right. They'll send Moisey in motion. Bradford will keep it himself. He gets the 1st down, cuts upfield and got space, and then finally brought that out of bounds, takes out the official in the process. And it looks like C.J. Bell might be grabbing his hamstring. Seems to be okay. And there is a flag back at the 36-yard line. And I think that's going to be a hold, possibly against Caden Strayhorn. Looked like he had a handful of jersey. And then we'll replay 3rd down.
Moves the ball back to the 20-yard line. Still 3rd down.
So 3rd down, ball back at the Ascender 20. Line to gain looks like the 34. Now the snap. Bradford's going to go back to the air. Firing across the middle has Eccles, and this time caught. This one's good for the 1st down. This drive is all Eccles all the time. Again, if you're St. Thomas More, you have to kind of focus in on number 9. The only problem is that's going to leave either Donovan Alubade or Adonis Moisey or Jeray Hawkins wide open. 1st and 10 from the 40. Bradford hands off. And this is Gibson shifting his way up the field and shoved out of bounds in Chancellor territory. Clock will stop with about 2:15 remaining in the 1st quarter. And a timeout called for a down to center player. As you see, Gibson, again, just one defender away from possibly springing that one to the end zone. And we will step aside. IMG 13-0 and on the march. You're watching IMG Academy football. Welcome back to IMG Academy Stadium. I believe the injured player was Caden Strayhorn, who walks off on his own power. 1st and 10, ball at the 46-yard line of St. Thomas More. Bradford able to reel in the high snap, and now looking deep downfield for Donovan Olubade. It's caught! Touchdown, IMG! 46 yards through the air. And Jaden Bradford finds the number 1 wide receiver, Donovan Olubade, and adds 6 more for IMG. There you see the snap almost getting away from Bradford and then just zoning in on the speedster from Chicago. Now the snap is back. Hold is down. The kick is up, and this time the point after is good. And it was, I believe, Patrick Kane taking this point after. IMG 20, St. Thomas More 0. We've still got 2 minutes left in the first quarter. You're watching IMG Academy football. Kane back on for the kickoff. And back out of the end zone for Patrick Kane and another touchback. Under Armour is proud to outfit IMG Academy football in the world's most innovative footwear, uniforms, and training gear. Visit UA.com today to see Under Armour's full range of performance apparel. Also, you can wear what the players wear. Go to www.shopimg.com, your official IMG Academy online retailer. First and 10 from their own 20. Chancellors will try to keep it on the ground, but again, that wall of Jaden Jackson, David Stone, TJ Lindsay is not easy to run between the tackles on this IMG team. Second down, running left side. Get a couple yards, it'll bring up 3rd and 5. And 90 seconds and counting left in the first quarter. Again, per FHSAA rules, if IMG ever gets out to a 35-point lead. The running clock will be instituted in the second half. In their last couple games at home, that has been a certainty. Now Perry rolling left. Again, that little sidearm delivery intended for Jordan Houston, and Jordan Johnson Rebel very close to getting a flag thrown on him, but a quick 3 and out for St. Thomas More. And Jordan Johnson Rebel also going to play at University of Texas out of Fort Worth. Mother Nakia and sister Simone in attendance tonight on senior night.
Robinson and Graham are good for
And this time a booming punt. This will be muffed, and it looks like St. Thomas More is going to fall on it. Alex Graham went for the superstar move, and it gets out of his fingertips, so the punt turns into one of the biggest gains that St. Thomas More has had. They'll start again at the 50-yard line. So the offense, after thinking maybe they were going to get a quick breather, quickly back onto the field. It is Will Perry with Kyan Simonson on his left hip. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Now the snap, he'll fire this one. Finding Ty Curran. And he is tripped up after working his way into Ascender territory. This will be 2nd and 3. Now Perry takes the shotgun snap, fires quickly out to the sideline. And brought down out of bounds. The clock will stop. B.J. Norman with the reception. Perry just firing that off quickly, and a little bit off the line was Alex Graham. Gave him some space. First down for the Chancellors. Now the snap, pressure coming, firing. It is caught and then just quickly shoved out of bounds. So St. Thomas More with a little bit of momentum. Monroe Cornaith. And then St. Thomas More quickly back to the line of scrimmage for another 1st and 10. And a timeout taken by IMG. Coach Miller wants to settle his defense down as the Chancellors have started, again, working their way down the field. 20-0. And 16.7 seconds remaining in the first quarter. We'll be right back. You're watching IMG Academy Football. Michael Saunders and Company, founded in 1976 as the Gulf Coast's leading residential real estate company, is proud to be the official real estate and relocation services sponsor of IMG Academy. Providing a full-service real estate experience, our team of professionals will guide you through the intricacies of buying and selling a home, as well as providing a deep knowledge of the area and the many great places to live. For more information, visit michaelsaunders.com. 1st and 10. We'll see how the IMG defense responds after that timeout. And it is with a sack. Down goes Perry. And Jaden Jackson just extending that giant paw and bringing him down. And that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. It'll be 2nd down and 12. When we get back, we'll swap sides and do it again for 12 more minutes. You're watching IMG Academy football. Welcome back. Beginning in the second quarter, Ryan Sudol back with you from IMG Academy Stadium as the very highly ranked IMG national team up 20-0 on St. Thomas More. Will Perry takes the snap and almost a fumble. It is caught by Jaden Copening and works his way down the field. Gets a nice gain on the little screen pass. And St. Thomas More trying to run a no huddle to keep IMG Academy on their heels. And then this time right into the arms of David Stone. Oh my goodness. And you see why he is one of the highest ranked prospects in the senior class, as David Stone got to the back just as soon as the ball got to the back. Take a look at that again. Just absolutely nothing you can do with that mountain of a man coming at you. So 4th down, 5 to go. They're going to keep the offense on the field and then take a timeout to discuss it. Probably going to try the hard count. I don't think this IMG defense is going to buy it. We'll see what happens after this timeout. You're watching Ascender Football. Welcome back. There you see an update from Sarasota High School, where IMG's varsity white team has just taken a 7-0 lead over the Sailors. 4th and 5 here in Bradenton. And now Perry. Little miscommunication. The receiver stopped on a little button hook, and Will Perry sends it towards the end zone and incomplete. It'll be a turnover on downs. And the IMG offense will get back onto the field while, again, licking their chops. The defense bends, does not break, and holds strong again after a timeout right at the end of the first quarter. And IMG defense answered the bell. Bradford has Gibson on his left hip. So it'll be 1st and 10 from their own 19-yard line. Bradford takes the snap, fires this out, has Jeray Hawkins, who has space up to the 30, cuts back at the 40, makes a miss, and now into Chancellor territory, down to the 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. 81 yards for the future Florida Gator. Goodness. Jeray Hawkins, just an absolute beast, catches that back at his own 20 and then runs 80 yards into the end zone. Caught it back at the 15 and then again straight up at the 50, and an opportunity to grab him. Jamal Davis misses it, and CJ Bell, no chance to catch up to him. Point after, snap back, hold down. The kick is up, and the kick is good with 10:36 remaining in the first half. IMG now a 27-0 lead over St. Thomas More. This is Ascender football. Welcome back. IMG now up 4 scores. It's 27-0. And an opportunity for a return for St. Thomas More. B.J. Norman getting, again, some nice moves and a sizable return for the Chancellors. And 1st and 10, the IMG defense only getting a 1-play break. Take a look at it again, and you just see the speed and the vision of Jeray Hawkins. Donovan Alubade with a nice little holdup of CJ Bell. And Hawkins into the end zone, 81 yards for the touchdown. His second of the night. Now the snap. Perry fires this across the middle. And then right into the arms of Caden Wicks. Drake Saltarelli also in the neighborhood for Ty Curran. And a whistle will blow. And they will move the chains. So the third different touchdown score. Jeray Hawkins again had the rushing touchdown to make it 13-0 on the reverse. But Jaden Bradford on his 3 passing touchdowns. 41 yards to Jarrett Gibson. 46 to Donovan Alubade, and then 81 to Jeray Hawkins. So just on those 3 plays, he's got over 160 yards passing. And this should be, I believe, 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. Now pressure coming. Perry is flustered, gets out of the pocket, traced down by Saltarelli, who is able to trip up the quarterback. But not until Perry gets in to Ascender territory. And it is actually 3rd and 4. Three receivers left, one to the right. Now Perry, again, that little unconventional sidearm delivery trying to cut upfield was Kyan Simonson and loses his footing on the turf, and that'll bring up 4th down. Ellis Robinson and Alex Graham. It actually was Kasani Giles. It'll be Graham getting off the field, or Graham getting onto the field, Kasani Giles running off. The snap is low. The bounce gets to him. Robinson will track this into the end zone and out for a touchback. So 1st and 10, the Ascenders from their own 20. And again, all cylinders clicking for this IMG team every phase of the game. Again, minus just the one gaff on special teams, the muff punt, but the IMG defense quickly answering. Again, just under 9 minutes remaining in the first half. Currently in the Max Preps ranking, IMG at number 4. Don't know what this team has to do to move up. One of the other Florida teams ahead of them, Chaminade Madonna. The last time they played IMG, they lost 43-0, and now off to the races is Rogers. He is pushed out of bounds in Chancellor territory, but not after getting 40-plus yards on the play. We'll see where they get the official spot. 48 yards for Rogers. All the way down to the 32. Now 3 receivers out to the right for Bradford. Looking to go back to the air. Pumps up, takes a hit, and this one is intercepted. Goes off the hand of Jeray Hawkins, and St. Thomas More with the turnover. Hammond Russell tracking that one through the air. And the IMG offense quickly off the field. You see Bradford wanted to throw it there, steps out to his left. And just a little behind Jeray Hawkins, and again throwing across his body. Not an easy throw, but probably one that could have been thrown out of bounds. But so far, a 0 on the scoreboard for the IMG defense, and no doubt Coach Billy Miller has faith that it will stay that way. Now a new quarterback in, Tyler Tusai, but again, they try to run up the middle. Kyan Simonson, and again, right into the arms of Jaden Jackson. And you saw him kind of shake his head as he got up, like, what am I supposed to do? 2nd and 9. Now the snap to Tusai. Firing deep downfield, and a fantastic catch from Ty Curran. And you can hear the faithful from St. Thomas More as well as the sideline. Again, getting hyped up after every play, trying to keep up the energy. 1st and 10 from the Ascender 48. Tusai. Another completion, this time out of bounds, is Ty Curran. Again, that was the last catch from Curran. Having some words after the play with Kasani Giles. Desai takes the snap. Kyan Simonson is absolutely destroyed up the middle. Nathaniel Owusu Boateng. Somebody on the offensive line did not see number 11 for the Ascenders, and it showed. Owusu Boateng, number 87 when the season started on that ESPN 300 list of the junior class. Offers from Auburn, Boston College, FSU, Maryland, and LSU, as well as many others. And a nice throw and catch from Desai to Jordan Houston. Not going to be enough for the first down, but I think St. Thomas More knows they've got to keep the offense on the field and risk giving IMG the short field. Fourth and 2. Hard count does not work. Desai has Jaden Copening on his left hip. They get the adjustment from the sideline. And now they will call a timeout. Ascenders lead 27-0. We'll come back and have the final 6.5 minutes of the first half. Ascenders lead big. You're watching IMG Academy football. Fourth down. Ascenders defense back on the field. Desai will run with an empty backfield. Takes the snap. Pressure coming, just a little dump across the middle. Has Richard Perkins, who gets the first down and keeps the drive alive for St. Thomas More. First and 10, ball at the 30-yard line of IMG Academy. Empty backfield again for Desai, looking downfield, firing deep, and it is intercepted! And Jordan Johnson Rebel climbs a ladder and scoops that one out of the air. There is a flag back at the 37-yard line. And again, you see Johnson Rebel. There were a couple of guys open, but an absolute leap from number 23 of the Ascenders. And he secures the football. Now the officials will have a meeting. We'll see what the call is. Again, don't forget, stay tuned to all platforms of IMG Academy social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, as the varsity program will have some postseason action coming up soon. Stay tuned for the broadcast schedule for IMG Varsity White and the SSIA Independent Playoffs. Anthony Rogers up the middle. Progress is stopped, not till he gets into the 25, so the ball spotted at the 20, even though Johnson Rebel down at the 5.
Was Rogers on the carry. Gets off to the 25. Second and 5.
So 5-yard carry for Anthony Rogers. Bradford has 2 receivers left and 2 to the right. We'll send Jere Hawkins in motion. The hand to Rogers again. Bouncing off of defenders, taking 4 men to bring him down right at the 30-yard line. Should be good enough for the first down.
Stopped by Keith Williams and Chris Williams. Timeout for a water break.
And our final hydration break of the first half will come with 5:03 remaining. IMG offense back onto the field. When we return, you're watching Ascender football.
Like Mike, if I could be like Mike.
You want to be like the greats? First, believe you are. Greatness requires drip, not like that, like this. The greats aren't afraid to fail. They're fueled by it. Trophies require greatness, but greatness doesn't require trophies. Because greatness isn't about what you've done, it's about what you do next.
First and 10 for the Ascenders from their own 30-yard line. Bradford takes the snap. And this one just outside of the reach of Jonathan Eccles. Trying to scoop that one in with his fingertips and just drops away from him. He would have had a full head of steam going forward. And I would have felt sorry for any defender that tried to get into his way. Now 2nd and 10. Running back on each hip of Jaden Bradford. Takes the snap. Bradford steps up in the pocket. He's going to be brought down from behind after a short gain. Credit to Zaire Daniel. So 3rd and 8. Ball at the IMG 32. As we're at 4.5 minutes remaining in the half. Now the snap. Bradford looking downfield. Pocket closing. He's got to move. And he will just run out of bounds and bring up 4th for the Ascenders. And Bradford is wincing on the sideline. And they will bring on the punting unit. Not a unit that gets a lot of reps during the regular season. And this one will take an end-over-end bounce. And we'll track out at about the 30. They'll give him the 37-yard line. So IMG does not score for only the 2nd time. And there you see Jaden Bradford did not see exactly what happened. Didn't take any contact, so hopefully he will be okay. If not, might see a little more Jaden Wade. Chancellor's at their 37-yard line. Now the snap. Pressure coming down goes to Tsai. Tyler Tsai just takes a second too long, and again, that defensive line quick to the quarterback. Just no blocking help. I believe that was Worthen. Now the snap is high, whistle blows. And a timeout by IMG. We'll take it with them with just over 3 minutes remaining in the half. You're watching IMG Academy football.
Every day, we rise.
What organelle builds protein?
As students. As competitors. As leaders.
It takes 7 days for food to...
But most importantly, as people. People from all over the world who arrive wide-eyed and graduate wise beyond our years. Having made lifelong relationships with teachers, coaches, and each other. All while becoming someone that our own families may not recognize.
Second and long for Tyler Tesai and the Chancellors. Now the snap. Across the middle, that's going to be a pass interference as Caden Wicks had the receiver wrapped up before the ball got there. So this will probably be a pass interference. It'll be 15 yards, but probably not enough for the first down.
Against IMG, it's a 15-yarder. I didn't see the signal.
So the chains will not move. It was a 15-yard penalty. And it'll be second and a long 3 for St. Thomas More. Simonson in motion. Pressure coming. Complete to Monroe Corneef, and he will get up to the 45 for a short gain. Line to gain is the 47. Now Tusai making adjustments at the line of scrimmage. Now the snap. Pressure coming and thrown across the middle, almost intercepted by Ellis Robinson. He'll settle for the incompletion and the deflection. You see Jaden Jackson, TJ Lindsay, all right in the face of Tusai, and Robinson getting a hand to it to knock it away from Monroe Corneef. And with 2.5 minutes remaining, St. Thomas More will elect to punt it. And we will see if it's Jaden Bradford, Jaden Wade, or Dominic Mazzoni out for the remainder of the first half. This one fielded by Ellis Robinson. He will get forward progress at the 20. Again, played it a little casual, like he was trying to catch someone maybe napping, but they were having none of it, and they focus in on number 12 of IMG and prevent him from breaking a big return. And the chains have not yet moved. And it will be the youngster, Jaden Wade. So hopefully Jaden Bradford is okay, getting looked at by the medical staff. Again, even though only listed as an 8th grader, a very plus arm. Wade takes the snap. Handoff running left side. And that is number 26, Isaac Schimpf.
A loss of a yard at 7-11.
The ball back to the Ascender 15. Wade with 3 receivers right. Now steps up. Has time, able to make one miss, and now he breaks loose and still on his feet, and then finally brought down out of bounds at about the 28. Those are moves of a crafty veteran, and don't know how he turned that into what he did. There is a flag back at the 11-yard line, but watch some of these evasive maneuvers. The juke right there, and it is a holding, so it will come back, but just making everybody miss.
The ball to the 14-yard line. Still second down.
Now the snap. Handoff running right side into space, still on his feet is Gibson with the spin move, gets up to the 25.
Gibson out to the 25-yard line.
Gain of about 11 on the play. And that'll bring up 3rd and manageable. And with just about a minute remaining, we'll see if IMG can punch one in before the half. Wade sends it to the air. Gibson now in stride across the 50, cuts back, still on his feet to the 30. He's to the 25, 20, and then finally knocked down, still on his feet, and then brought down inside the 10. Jared Gibson in Superman fashion gets up to the 7. Now Wade quickly back to the line of scrimmage, finds Gibson, trying to get into the end zone. He is just shy, 40 seconds and counting. And 68 yards on the reception for Jared Gibson. A timeout will be taken with 25 seconds remaining in the first half. IMG leading and trying to tack it on before the end of the half. You're watching Ascender Football. Welcome back. 2nd and goal. Gibson on the left hip of quarterback Jaden Wade. Takes the snap. Wade's going to go to the air. Steps up in the pocket, and he will go down. They'll have to get back to the line quick. Now down to 13 seconds. Wade takes the snap and clocks it with 8.9, so it'll be 4th down. But the offense going to stay on the field. This will be IMG's last chance to punch it in before the half. Wade takes the snap. The hand to Gibson, staying on his feet, and he will be stopped. And a huge stop by the St. Thomas More defense. There should be, I believe, one more play. As the turnover on downs did not stop the clock, so that will, I believe, end the half. And the officials not leaving the field. And still waiting for some confirmation. Now both teams will retreat to their respective locker rooms. So at the half, IMG 27, St. Thomas More 0. We'll step aside for about 20 minutes and have second half action and put a bow on this one. Again, the St. Francis game in 2 weeks from tonight. You're watching IMG Academy Football. Welcome back to Bradenton, beginning of the second half, where the IMG Academy Ascenders lead by a score of 27-0 over St. Thomas More and the Chancellors. Again, very efficient early on for IMG. A 41-yard touchdown pass from Jaden Bradford to Jared Gibson. Then Jeray Hawkins finding the end zone on a nice little reverse play that made it 13-0 with the missed extra point. And then Donovan Alubade, 46 yards through the air, also from Jaden Bradford. And then another Jeray Hawkins touchdown, this time an 81-yarder. Caught it in the backfield, ran it 85 yards, made it 27-0. St. Thomas More still with the donut on the scoreboard. And this one deflected and almost looked like a backwards pass. So bring up 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll send a man in motion, take the snap. Firing deep and incomplete. Ellis Robinson, a little shove in midair, no flag. So 3rd and 10. St. Thomas More has opted to go to the air so far. Their first 2 attempts down the field. They've gotten close to the end zone, but have yet to complete a drive with points on the board. And TJ Lindsay and David Stone. Oh my goodness. Absolutely nowhere to go for the St. Thomas More quarterback. Ouch. So a 3 and out for the Chancellors. Alex Graham and I believe Ellis Robinson back to return. Punt gets off, an opportunity maybe, and it bounces away from Ellis Robinson. They just called it off for poison, and it'll roll back to the Ascender 45-yard line. So 1st and 10, and the Ascenders with a relatively short field to go. The offense back on the field for IMG. Told that Jaden Bradford was okay, just a little shaken up on the play, but we'll probably see a combination of Jaden Wade and Dominic Mazzoni for the rest of the game. And it will be Wade. Rogers will accompany him in the backfield. Two receivers to each side for the 8th grader Jaden Wade. Takes the snap, the handoff to Rogers, finds a seam, spins forward, gets enough for the first down. So Rogers with a 10-yard carry on his first play of the second half. Now a little equipment problem for St. Thomas More. 1st and 10 from the 45. Jaden Wade rolls out. Pressure coming. He fires downfield. Has Jeray Hawkins. Good for another Ascender first down. 15 yards on the play. And the Ascender offense not skipping a beat. Now the snap, the handoff to Rogers, running left side, finds a little bit of a hole. He'll get 5 yards and a few more after contact. Again, if the Ascenders could get to the 35-point threshold, the running clock would get you on your way a little quicker for the rest of the evening. 2nd and 2. Wade takes the snap, the hand to Rogers. He runs into a pile. He's still on his feet. Into the 5, touchdown! 22 yards out. And Anthony Rogers somehow sees daylight and takes it to the house. And now Jeray Hawkins with 2 touchdowns, Donovan Alubade with 1, Jarek Gibson with 1, and now Anthony Rogers. Look at that. It looked like he was dead to rights in the pile and then just hitting that left and right shoulder button to shuffle his way into the end zone. And it looks like the offense might stay on the field to try to hit that running clock. And a delay of game will move IMG back 5 yards on the point after. So they'll start this 2-point conversion from the 8. Rogers on his left hip, trips bunch to the right. Now the snap. Wade steps up. Thinks he's going to keep it himself. He's still on his feet. Somehow still on his feet. He'll go down. And no good on the 2-point conversion, so the Ascenders will have to find another way into the end zone to get the running clock going. And again, you see the elusive moves from Jaden Wade, just absolutely ridiculous. We'll have kickoff coming up momentarily. You're watching IMG Academy football. Patrick Kane on for the kickoff. IMG leading 33-0. Yet in their final game before the Classic Armor Bowl. 2 teams, 2 national powerhouses sponsored by Under Armour and IMG Academy and St. Francis Academy. And again for St. Francis Academy, a 3-5 season, not indicative of the strength of their program. Their losses this year coming at the hand of Buford, a Georgia powerhouse. Chaminade Madonna, currently ranked in the top 3 according to Max Preps. East St. Louis, who faced IMG Academy a few years back and suffered a loss. St. John Bosco, one of the few teams that refuses to play IMG Academy, along with Modern Day. And those are the 5 losses for St. Francis. And an absolute stuff in the backfield. And David Stone back to wearing number 14. Again, he was wearing it in warm-up, switched to 90, and then now back to 14. Just all up in the backfield. Alex McPherson in on that right end as well. Pass is low and incomplete. Will Perry back in for St. Thomas More. Some personnel changes for the Chancellors. Three receivers to the right. Perry. Again with that sidearm delivery and to the house. The scoop. 6. Touchdown. Major Preston Jr. After the major hit. And it happened so fast, we'll have to see the replay to see who brought the pain. Again, Perry just firing out. And just absolute obliteration. Alex Graham using that right thumbstick to absolutely plant the St. Thomas More wide receiver into the ground. Snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up, and the running clock should be going. It is 40-0 IMG. You're watching Ascender Football. Welcome back. Ball being teed up again after the huge forced fumble by Alex Graham, the junior defensive back. And then the scoop 6 from Major Preston Jr. And the Ascenders with a 40-0 lead. And the defense always loves to see any of their players' names on the score sheet. We've seen it quite a bit for this IMG Academy national team this season. And believe that was Ty Curran, the receiver, who definitely did not see Alex Graham coming. And will definitely feel that hit tomorrow. And the running clock now active, 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Now the snap, Perry's going to keep it himself. Fires out into the flat. And I believe that was Ashton Traver, the big tight end, going up against David Stone, one of the few people that can match size with David Stone. That'll bring up 2nd and 5. Halftime update from Sarasota High School. IMG Varsity White leading 28-6 over the Sarasota Sailors. And this one now intercepted. Back to back, possibly. Still on his feet is Major Preston Jr. Gets away from 1 to the 10, 5, into the end zone. Touchdown! Are you kidding? Scoop 6, pick 6, and Major Preston joins Jeray Hawkins in the touchdown column with 2. Take a look here, and Perry just a little bit on the overthrow. Major Preston Jr., no stranger to the football tonight, especially not here in the third quarter, and going all over the field, busting his way into the end zone. And what a night for the defensive back for the Ascenders. The point after is up and good, and just like that, 47-0 IMG. You're watching Ascender football. Welcome back. What a turn of events here in the second half. As the Ascenders score back-to-back defensive touchdowns. Patrick Kane will put this out of the end zone for the touchback. But the Alex Graham forced fumble, Major Preston with the scoop 6, and then just a few plays later, the pick 6. And looked like he might have been stopped about the 20-yard line, changes direction, and then just fights for that final 20 yards. What a night for number 0. First and 10 from their own 20-yard line. And it is back to Tyler Tusai. They'll throw a little screen out to Amari Walker on that far sideline. Back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 6. They'll throw this into the flat. Still on his feet, going to get enough for the first down. Excellent balance by Harry Vardy. Tusai, the handoff, looking up the middle, and again into the arms of one of the biggest defensive lines in all of high school football. Again, TJ Lindsay committed to Auburn University. David Stone committed to the University of Oklahoma. Jaden Jackson, also Oklahoma. Tusai takes the snap, 2nd and 9, fires toward the sideline. It is caught. Going to be enough for the first down. Good coverage in the secondary by Kasani Giles. Tasai drops, firing back towards the sideline again. This time a pass interference going to be called. Kasani Giles just guarding Monroe Corneef a little too tightly. Now the snap to Cy. Looking for the deep ball, trying to get St. Thomas More on the board, and it is caught. Somehow coming down with it, B.J. Norman. Again, a little bit of contact. Alton Marks Jr. Now they'll fire that quick screen, but quickly snuffed out by IMG. Maybe time for one more play in the third quarter. This is the closest that St. Thomas More has been to the end zone, and I think they might come to the sideline and let the third quarter run out. We go to the fourth with IMG up 47-0. You are watching IMG Academy Football. Welcome back to Bradenton. Ryan Sudol with you for the final 12 minutes of action here from IMG Academy Stadium, where the nationally ranked Ascenders lead St. Thomas More by a score of 47-0. Tyler Tasai back in at quarterback. And after Will Perry's pick six. Both have had some success, but now Tasai just has to get rid of it. Intercepted! I think that might have been Amari Jones on the pick. And you see again just the daunting pressure from IMG. And now we will see Dominic Mazzoni in on senior night. The snap is low. He's able to pick it up. Runs forward. Forward progress will be stopped. Mazzoni out of Atlanta, Georgia. Mom Denise and Dad Dom in attendance tonight. Dominic will be playing at UNC Chapel Hill next year. Second and 12, Mazzoni will go to the air, looking for a deep ball. Tracking through the air, incomplete. Under 10 minutes to play. Third down and about 12 yards to go. Jere Hawkins and Alubade out to the right of Mazzoni. Adonis Moisey out to his left. Mazzoni takes the snap and has Schimpf in space coming out of the backfield. Going to be close to the first down. And just getting confirmation, the updated roster, that was Amari Jones on the interception. They're going to keep the offense on the field on 4th and short. .20 seconds left on the play clock. Hard count does not work. We'll see if they elect to burn a timeout and bring on the punting unit, or if they're going to try and just go for it. And IMG will, in fact, take the timeout. We will take it with them, 47-0, with about 8:16 remaining on the game clock. You're watching IMG Academy football. And the Ascenders will elect to bring on Joe Collins to punt. Major Preston checking in late on 4th down. And this one is high. And will be stopped. IMG will have a short field behind him to defend St. Thomas More. They were able to get the turnover on the last drive with the interception by Amari Ferrari Jones. And there was a penalty against IMG. We'll see if they want to possibly make them re-kick. We'll see what the call is. And it was in fact declined. St. Thomas More will opt for the very short field. Seven minutes left in the game. St. Thomas More would love to head back to Connecticut with more than just the 0 on the scoreboard. We'll see if they can get it in probably their last offensive drive. Perry Out into the flat and upending Freddie Borky on the far sideline. And Alton Marks getting credit for the final tackle. Now the snap, play action. Perry firing deep and into dangerous territory over the head of Monroe Corneef. Last time he was looking for 15. It turned into the pick six from Major Preston Jr. We'll take these last few minutes. We'll recognize everybody on senior night. Defensive back Jeremiah Douglas. Mom Yam and Father Paul in attendance tonight. Jeremiah committed to Columbia University. That one almost intercepted. Also mentioned Jaden Bradford not in for the rest of the game. Mother Brandy Bradford and Father Darren Bradford in attendance. Jaden, again, committed to Liberty University. Talked about tight end Jonathan Eccles. Mom Elaine, Father Vincent, Brother Nigel in attendance. Jonathan committed to Tennessee. Then wide receiver Jeray Hawkins, the future Florida Gator, escorted tonight by Mom Sierra and Father Gerard. Just mentioned Dominic Mazzoni on senior night. This one flipped into the end zone. It is intercepted, touchback. Coming down with it was Alton Marks Jr. It looked like the intended receiver was trying to moss him. And Alton Marks Jr. with the one-handed snag. We'll take a look at that again. And Perry just second half, the defense is warmed up, and how he came down with it is incredible. The other senior from New Haven, Connecticut, Ellis Robinson Jr., committed to the University of Georgia. Mom Nicole, Dad Ellis here today. Senior defensive back, number 20, Noah Francis. Mentioned Jarek Gibson, committed to the University of Texas. Jordan Johnson Rebel, also going to Texas. Mother Nakia, Sister Simone in attendance. Then defensive back, number 24, Caden Wicks. Mother Carla, Father Tony, Brother Colin, Sister Kendall, Grandfather Gwendolyn, and Grandmother Eleanor, all in attendance tonight. And then Isaac Schimpf, senior from Charleston, South Carolina. Father Dennis in attendance tonight. Isaac currently undecided. Senior from Grove, Oklahoma, punter Patrick Kane. Mother Sylvie was in attendance tonight. Patrick also uncommitted. Out of Bel Air Bluffs, Florida, linebacker number 30, Drake Saltarelli. Parents Dana and Doug in attendance. Drake undecided as well. Out of Warrenton, Virginia, defensive lineman number 34, Connor Adair. Mom Sherry and Father Brian in attendance. He's going to also be joining Dominic Mazzoni at UNC Charlotte. Senior out of St. Mary's, Georgia. Guy we don't talk about enough, long snapper number 50, Wyatt Rubinoff. Father Bradford, Mother, and Grandma all in attendance tonight. Senior out of Heath, Texas, offensive lineman Cashton Cleveland. Mother Lindy, Father Coy, Stepmom Angel, and brothers Cutter and Gage in attendance tonight. Again, the offensive linemen don't get enough credit for the time that they give these IMG quarterbacks. And now Schimpf working his way up the field. Senior from Brownsburg, Indiana, offensive lineman number 55, Santana Allo. Mother Rita in attendance tonight. He's committed to Georgia Tech. Name we've said a lot tonight from Indianapolis, Indiana. Number 65, Jaden Jackson, escorted by Mom Alberta, Brother Waylon, Sister Noelani, and nephew Mauna Loa. Jaden committed to the University of Oklahoma. Then Hatfield, Pennsylvania, offensive lineman number 72, Evan Schaub. Mom Nicole, Father Brian, and Sister Taylor in attendance tonight. And now Schimpf down that far side. He'll be brought down out of bounds. Out of Ridgeland, Mississippi, another O-lineman, Jimothy Lewis. Senior out of Maryland, number 77, Jordan Seaton, escorted tonight by his uncle, Khalil Johnson, who Jordan did not expect to be here tonight. And His uncle got on a plane at about noon today just to make the game and surprise Jordan Seaton. A great surprise for him. Then out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, number 90, David Stone. He's going to stay in Norman, Oklahoma. Mother Alika in attendance tonight. Mazzoni running out to the outside. And then the final senior from Bryant, Arizona, defensive lineman number 99, TJ Lindsay. Mother Jackie and father Amos in attendance, and TJ will be going to Auburn University next year. And that is all the seniors getting recognized tonight as the Ascenders let the final 2:30 tick off. Another first down should just about do it. So Alubade will have to come off for a play. Jonathan Eccles will check in. Now Mazzoni, the handoff to Schimpf. Finds some space to the left. Stood up, but not until he got the first down. A late flag coming. All the way off the play. And the penalty is against IMG. So dead ball penalty, so it'll be 1st and 10, but all the way back at the 30. Final plays for the Ascenders in their penultimate game of the 2023 season. Mazzoni's pass intended for Eccles incomplete, but a decisive win from the Ascenders. And second quarter towards the end, going into the half, the offense looked like it may have stalled out a little bit. They had an opportunity at the end of the first half to punch it in and were stopped by St. Thomas More, but the defensive outpouring in the second half, Major Preston Jr., with back-to-back scoop sixes and pick sixes. Also a nice 27-yard scamper from Anthony Rogers. The 3 scores in the second half, and that will do it. IMG Academy 47, St. Thomas More 0. Don't forget, tomorrow we've got post-grad football. IMG Academy's post-grad team will look to stay undefeated against a team from Jacksonville. We'll have that broadcast for you at 2 p.m. right here on the IMG Academy YouTube channel. Again, 47-0 the score for the Ascenders. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. If you're an Ascender fan, we know you enjoyed the outcome. For everybody here at IMG Academy, my name is Ryan Sudol saying good night and so long from the Suncoast.